You're manifesting a specific person, but there is a third party. The ex they're still attached to, or all the other options they have. No matter how hard you try to affirm, the problem won't go away. You're comparing yourself to this person. You would do anything you can for your specific person to drop all the other options, to drop this other person, and only have eyes for you. You're never fully chosen, but it's the thing that you crave the most. So what's the issue? Are you simply insecure and all you need to do is work on your confidence? No, because being chosen goes so much deeper than just how much you love yourself. The truth is that the pattern of not being chosen didn't just appear randomly. At some point in the past, you have experienced rejection. And rejection is one of those feelings that just stays with you. First, you try to figure out why you were rejected. But then it became all you can think about. And eventually you ask yourself, what if I'm simply never going to be good enough for the love I want? You stopped being someone who got rejected and you let it become a part of who you are now. You started seeing yourself as the type of person that just gets rejected. And ever since then, rejection and not being chosen is all that life has in store for you. In this video, I'm going to give you the 4-step formula so you can manifest away the third party and also finally become fully chosen by your specific person. Before we get into this video, make sure to like and subscribe so you're not gonna miss all the effective manifestation points. The first step to manifesting away the third party is you need to understand that you're not the problem. We tend to think that other people get chosen over us because they're in some way better than us. They're prettier, they're smarter, they're more charismatic. So we wrongfully think that if we can become better, we will be chosen automatically. But it was never about your worth. It was always about your belief system. That's why I need you to shift your mindset from I will fix myself to I will fix my belief system. You're only ever gonna be able to manifest being chosen if you see yourself as someone who's capable of being chosen first. Right now, you're focused on why it makes sense for you to get rejected. But what if you could start focusing on what it would be like if you were worthy of getting chosen? Every time you think about why someone else gets chosen over you, you are experiencing the rejection over and over again. You're rehearsing what it's like to be someone who normally gets rejected. And that's exactly how you keep manifesting more situations with the third party. This isn't just a mindset thing. Your brain has a literal filter, which is called the RAS, or reticular activating system. And out of all the things that happen around you, it decides what you notice. And it does that based on what you already feel is normal for you. So if the belief you're working with is, I get compared and I lose people, it doesn't wait for real proof. It actively scans for anything that could match, scans it to you as evidence, and quietly filters out everything that could mean that, hey, you're actually chosen and people don't leave you. I want you to turn this around by asking yourself the following question. What would it feel like if I were the one that my specific person fully chooses? Truly let yourself sit with that question. Would you feel relieved, loved, or the longer you sit with that thought? And the more detailed that feeling becomes, the more dominant that new identity of you being chosen actually becomes. You can actually give yourself the feeling of being chosen before you ever experience it in the outer world. And the more often you rehearse that feeling, the more normal it becomes for you. And try it, but the feeling of being rejected, which feels so normal for you, it's gonna feel more strange with time. When you believe that you're someone who doesn't get chosen fully, it doesn't only show up with your specific person. It shows up in all aspects of your life. Did you know that people pleasing reinforces that pattern? Whenever you put other people's needs and wants first, you are putting yourself on the back burner. You're putting yourself last. You are confirming to yourself through your actions. That's right. I'm not actually someone who gets chosen. And how do you expect your specific person to choose you if you can't even choose yourself? This is what you're going to do. Stop putting your own wants and needs last because you're scared to inconvenience people. When your friends want to go out, but you know that you need a quiet night in to recharge, choose yourself. It's your responsibility to make sure that you get what you need and no one else is going to do it for you. Do something you want to do every day. If you're craving Japanese, but none of your friends like Japanese food, take yourself to the restaurant. If you've been wanting to read that book you've bought like a year ago for such a long time, but you never touched it, grab that book and read just 2 pages. Find a way to choose yourself in every situation you can. The more you do that, the more your brain learns. Okay, it is indeed normal for me to get chosen. This is the part where I show you the best way to deal with your current reality when there's a third party involved while you're manifesting your specific person, while you're still cultivating the belief that it's normal for you to get chosen. What do you do when you see your specific person with the third party? What do you do if they literally tell you, I'm choosing this person over you? If that happens, does that mean that all the work you did was for nothing? No. Here's what's actually happening. A belief that has been reinforced for years, like the one of you being rejected, doesn't disappear the moment you decide to change it. It would be nice. But with deep rooted beliefs, it's not always like that. That's why manifestation doesn't work for so many people. They refuse to go deeper than that. Those kind of beliefs, they will fade. And while that belief fades, it can still show up one last time, even while you're doing everything right. I need you to remind yourself this is temporary. I'm not saying that to limit you or to prepare you for more disappointment. I'm saying that because if you don't learn to expect this, even just one more instance of that pattern showing up in your life can convince you that none of the work you do is actually working and that manifestation sucks. When really, it's just the last drop of that belief. The final bit of this negative belief is clearing itself out before the new one has fully taken over. So when this happens, and it might, here's what you're going to do. Don't treat it as proof that manifestation doesn't work. One moment doesn't undo weeks of rehearsing a new identity. It's not evidence that you're unable to manifest or that it's just set in stone that this third party is not going to go away. All it is the old belief showing up. And one of those moments is going to be the last moment that this belief will show up. There will come the time where your specific person will finally choose you. Just don't take those hurtful moments as proof that they won't ever do that. Don't restart the old habits. This is the moment that people usually go back to obsessing over the third party. I've seen it in the comment sections. I've heard it with my clients. You start stalking their social media, checking if your specific person liked the recent post. You're starting to want to control every detail. Maybe you even start texting them out of desperation because you're trying to force them to choose you. Like that would be possible. Like you can't force anyone to choose you in the physical world. Don't do that. Go back to step 3 and start over. The moment you need them to choose you before you're able to choose yourself is the moment you lose them again. Not being chosen was never about not being enough. That was just a belief, and a belief can be rewired. Every day, I want you to choose yourself in a small but real way. Do something for the mere pleasure of it. Do something not because it's useful or productive, but because you enjoy it. This is how your brain learns the new normal. It learns that it's normal for you to choose yourself. And once you start seeing yourself as someone who can be chosen, other people can choose you. Remember, you don't need them to choose you because you're choosing yourself first. Thank you so much for watching. I will be happy to answer all your questions in the comment section. And in case you didn't know, you can also follow me on Instagram. I'm called Manifest with Leo on there. Until then, happy manifesting, and I'll see you in the next video.